This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I would like to thank Identitech, TFG, Kurt David, Will E, Steve Aldersley, Jason Bates at HotGirlVideo69 on Twitter, Mason Frost, Matthew McLaughlin, Andreas Glacial, Ray Schuster, and B Jabber for sponsoring this video, supporting me, my family, the channel. I appreciate it highly, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another song. No, not a song reaction. This is an album reaction. Whoa, I'm all turned around. I hope you are all doing well. I really like my new key light, but sometimes it really brings out the bags under my eyes and shows that I never get sleep, which is not true. I'm just very tired because I have 3 kids, but that is the way. It is the way of the life, the way of the world. We are back with the 5th Sonic Youth album. I have not recorded my follow-up to Sister yet, so I won't spoil excessively how I feel about that album at this point. Although I will say I have softened up a little bit to some of those earlier tracks. I said in the video that I was sick and that I don't think being sick was playing into how I was reacting to the album, but I think it was. I was in a weird funk that day. It was the 3rd time I was sick in like 2 months, which was really upsetting. But after I like recorded it and like had time to like rest and then edit it, it softened up a little bit, some of those tracks. So at the time of recording and uploading this, the follow-up will not be out. But if it is, when you're watching this, go check that out for certain. I assume you already have. Album reaction, follow-up, album reaction, follow-up. That's the pattern. We are coming at you today with the next one, though, and I am very excited for this one. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions at my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. For $10 a month, you can get access to unedited reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. Basically everything from, I think it's actually, is it a year's worth of reactions at this point? Because I think it was, oh gosh, April 21. I'm not entirely sure. Let me take a quick look. But it's 27 reactions, including this one. Yeah, April of 21. So we're approaching the 1-year mark on that. Over 25 album reactions, unedited at the $10 level. If not, $1 a month gets you access to vote in polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums just to break up the monotony of the artist binges and inject just a random one-off album to keep things fresh. So if you want to support the channel at any level, head on over to patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Any amount is appreciated. Thank you, everyone. So, here we are, Daydream Nation. Sonic Youth, 1988. This is 70 minutes long, so we're going to hop in pretty quickly here. Kind of classified in like an avant rock, experimental rock category, although we still have the noise and the post-punk and a little bit of art punk in here as well. I heard that this one's a little bit more, I wouldn't say droney, but like progressive. There's long instrumental breaks, which is one of the things that I liked about Evol. So far, Evol has been my favorite Sonic Youth album. And I was kind of worried after not liking Sister as much as Evol, because Sister is held in a lot higher regard than Evol, typically. And I was like, oh no, am I not going to like Daydream Nation? But everyone on Discord and the comments kind of assured me like, no, you'll probably love Daydream Nation, which is a good thing. Good thing. I'm very excited because this is like ranked 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, number 1 for 1988, etc., etc. Age Riot is like one of the best singles of the year, in addition to Silver Rocket, I believe. So I'm excited because this is a big album with a lot of clout behind it. I'm not going to sugarcoat how I feel. If I don't like it, I will say it. If I do like it, I will say it. I mean, I like what they were doing on Evol. And I was kind of worried with Bad Moon Rising. I was worried with Sister because they're just a little too unstructured for me, or a little too messy, I guess you could say. And I like when they are able to really like laser focus in and make a really nice, tightly structured song. That doesn't mean that the composition is not messy. It just means the overall song structure itself. So, very eager to dive in. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do so with the opening track, Teenage Riot. Let's go. Somewhat straightforward so far. Well, off to a good start. I like immediately could see like how this, even just this single, but probably this album informed alt rock, like the language of alt rock for the 90s coming up. Because I know this was a huge influence on Nirvana, but also like who else was making music like this aside from like Dinosaur Jr., you know? There was like some alt rock kind of stuff in the early mid 80s. You know, I guess REM could fall under that category. U2 maybe. But like as far as this type of alt rock that kind of leaned more into that noisy lo-fi or grunge or rougher sounds, rougher genres, this seemed to really signal that. That's the most straightforward alt rocky Sonic Youth song I've heard yet, which is it's kind of a shock, honestly, to have something so grounded and just like a normal, typical rock structure. But good. Let's keep going. The next one is Silver Rocket, also a single, right? Pretty good. I mean, self-avowed. Many of you already know this. Not really a punk person. I liked the energy though. I don't know. Sometimes punk feels really like phoned in, where it's just like too try hard, I guess you could say. This wasn't really the case here, and I liked that kind of like breakdown into the noise part way through. That was very good. Yeah, so far no disappointment at all. Thanks, Sonic Youth. You thirsted more. The Sprawl. Got to admit, these soundscapes are really nice. Like I just kind of get lost in them. I don't know. This might be a bad reaction, but it's kind of like when I do like post rock or jazz or anything like that. I'm just kind of like vibing with it. Um, I don't find it to be amazing yet, but maybe it's just a first listen thing. I don't know. But so far, it's been 3 for 3. So let's keep going. Cross the breeze. Jangle pot. So here's the deal. So far, I like this is a lot of soundscape work, obviously, on these really long tracks. The Sprawl and Cross the Breeze, at least. I like it. I don't love it yet. I prefer like the soundscape stuff they were doing on Evol, because this is just a little bit more in like a punk or an alt rock vein, and so it doesn't it lacks that texture that it had they were doing on Evol. But I can easily see this album, even though it's quite long, being just way more consistent and solid structurally than any of the previous albums. Because so far it hasn't really faltered at all. There hasn't been anything that I've like excessively disliked. I'm not super into the punk riffs and some of the punk energy, but the soundscape stuff is really nice. It's not my favorite soundscape stuff from them as of right now, but it's very nice. That's all I have to say at the moment. So we will keep going with Eric's Trip. Ronaldo. I don't know what it is about the Ronaldo tracks that just kind of like. I mean, I made the comparison to the Pavement ones where they, whoever it was in Pavement, let me look it up, that did those extra tracks, like wrote and sung them. Canberg, I think it was. I think it was the Canberg tracks, yeah. Where it's just like it I won't say it falls flat, but it's just like it's not quite on the same level as like when Moore or Gordon are singing. And I don't know, like, I mean, I assume the writing is all the same on all the tracks. It's just who's doing the lyrics or who wrote the lyrics or something. I don't know. But that's the first one where I'm just kind of like, little bit of a, not a dud, but, you know what, a dud. I'm going to call it a dud. Fine. I don't care. Total trash. We're losing it. Pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like if I enjoyed these genres a little bit more, like the more noisy alt rock and the punk angles, I would probably feel like a lot of these tracks are like 9 out of 10. As of right now, they're all really solid, like 7 or 7.5s for me. Save for Eric's Trip, which was just kind of the weird oddball one so far. But like all of these long, sprawling songs have been really cool, and I can't tell which one I like more. Like the Sprawl, Cross the Breeze, and Total Trash have been really cool. Teenage Riot was pretty nice as well. It's like the poster child for alt rock of the '90s. And Silver Rocket had its cool moments as well, despite the punk stuff, which, like I said, I don't like. I feel like a broken record, but I just gotta say it. All right, side 3. Hey Joni. We're getting into the area where people like or dislike certain things. Like some people really don't like Hey Joni or Providence or Candle, and other people really do. So I'm interested to see how these next 3 tracks are going to go. So let's go with Hey Joni. Ronaldo. Best Ronaldo track so far. Verses were the weakest part, I think. They were just a little, I don't know, uninspired, I guess. But like that, like harmonic riff is really cool. There was that like breakdown, like a 3/5 of the way into the song or whatnot, 2/3. That was pretty cool. Better than Eric's Trip. Not as good as some of the other like bigger tracks, in my opinion, but solid. Solid. It did the job. All right, Providence. Mike Watt on lyrics. Let's go. Caretaker.
I'm downstairs in this window. They're phone 10:30. We're calling from Providence, Rhode Island. Crash, man, with the bag in your hand, did you dump it? Call later. Bye.
What an odd track. I could see why people wouldn't like that one because it's kind of like the fitter, happier, or the polk pull revolving doors of the album. But I didn't mind it. I mean, it's like tonally it doesn't quite fit. So like I get it, but like I know for a long time I didn't like Faust Arp on In Rainbows, and then that became, just as good as some of the other tracks on the album for me. I like the kind of like caretaker-ish piano and like vinyl scratch on it. I don't know the context of the song though. It was just kind of an odd one-off thing that was really short. Shortest one on the album, looks like, actually. Anyway, let's continue. Candle. I know this one people don't think is very good, I think. Most of my friends who have rated the songs on this album rate this as one of their least favorites. I'm not going to let that color it, though. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Let's go. Mark Kozlik called That wasn't bad. I could see why maybe some people wouldn't like it, I guess. The riff was fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any problems with it. Not as good as some others, but I think it was fine. Everyone freaking flushes every time I record. Every time. Anyway, let's continue on. We still have 3 tracks to go, one of which is 14 minutes long. So, Rain King. Oh.
Jetstream, daydream, kind of countdown. Daydream sparks. Years to clear these thoughts. Hey, I like to say I knew. My head. And now a moment of peace. Sister is a beauty when she's naked, like my kid. Out here in this world.
Not too bad. Went pretty hard. The 2 best Ronaldo tracks on one side of the album, huh? Wow. Yeah, I liked the energy on it, but at the same time I didn't. It's weird. Like the punk energy on this album both rubs me the wrong way and is also compelling at the same time. Like I could see myself calling this the best Sonic Youth album. I don't know if it's my favorite yet. Controversial. But I see all of the merits of this album, and it's quite impressive. Like, a lot of really impressive guitar work and production. The tone is interesting as well. Not quite what I was expecting, but at the same time, it kind of is. I don't know. I have 2 tracks left to go, and it's still, like, 17 minutes worth of music, so I'll save all that for the end. Let's just keep going. Side 4, Kissability. Fantastic. I like that one a lot, actually. I think that's one of the best examples on this album of their ability to, because like that reminds me, like it's like the rock version of Shadow of a Doubt, like the yin and yang, because like it almost sounds like a normal alt rock song, but like there's like the tuning of the guitar and the notes that they're playing are just ever so slightly off. Really good energy, really tight track. One of my favorites of the shorter ones so far, for sure. Okay, Trilogy. 3 different parts: The Wonder, Hyperstation, and Eliminator Jr. All right, let's go, man. Let's finish it out. Entering Hyperstation. Eliminator Jr. Oh, and it's over. Oh, man. That was good. Eliminator Jr. was kind of a weird, like, tacked on thing after the song felt like it was over. Hyperstation, I think, was the coolest part of it. There it is. There's Daydream Nation all done. It is quite good. It is quite good. Is it my favorite Sonic Youth? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to let this one ferment a little bit. It's probably easier to talk about which tracks I didn't enjoy as much as some of the other ones. Eric's Trip, I think, was the weakest track on the album. Providence is really hard to rate because it's just a weird one-off oddball. Candle was okay. Rain King was okay. Hey Joni was okay. Yeah, I would say that side 3 was probably the weakest set of songs. Teenage Riot was cool. Silver Rocket had cool elements. The Sprawl, Cross the Breeze, and Total Trash were compelling. And then Kissability, one of my favorites possibly, as far as like one of the tighter short tracks go. As far as the longer ones go, I don't know which one was my favorite. The Sprawl, Cross the Breeze, Total Trash, or Trilogy. I don't know. It's hard to say. But this is a good album. This is good. I pleasantly surprised. I don't know how much, like, it's really hard to say like how much I subjectively liked some of this music because it's just not my genre. The punk tinged noise rock is just not my thing. So I have to come at it from a very objective perspective because subjectively I haven't gone back on my own and listened to any Sonic Youth songs at all. All of the re-listens have been when I do the 2 edits of the videos, and then when I write up my follow-up, I skim through the tracks again. But I haven't gone back and just listened to Sonic Youth songs for my own pleasure because they don't really give me pleasure per se, like in an emotive way, because I'm just not angsty, I'm not nihilistic, etc., etc. I don't know. I feel like other people are able to enjoy a lot of genres on an emotive, subjective level, and I'm not really that way. I don't think it's abnormal, it's just I'm one of those types of people. But on an objective level, this was a compelling album, very tightly played, tightly produced. I liked the lean in towards the sprawling soundscapes. I wish there was a little bit more of the no wave tinge to it, or prepared guitar tinge to it. I find that to be interesting at times. Not in the rock sense, but in the soundscape sense. But yeah, very solid album, very solid. Eager to re-listen to these on the edit and kind of let it stew a little bit. But very interesting album, and I'm interested to see what this will kind of evolve into with Goo 2 years later, because I know that Cool Thing is on there. And they kind of lean more in toward, that kind of like grunge sound. And then Nirvana kind of picks up on that as well. So it'll be interesting, but good album. Glad I listened to it. Eager to listen to Goo next. That is all I have for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Quite a long one, I imagine, but it was a long album, as you do. Things to plug, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Yet again, if you want to support the channel, $1 a month gets you access to polls. Would be greatly appreciated. Also, other tiers, $10 if you want unedited reactions, of which this is one. And the Discord. Link in the description for that. Got about 150 members over there. We talk about everything from music recommendations, discussions. I post album reactions early there, ahead of my upload schedule. Basically, once the album is up and tagged and everything's ready, I post it on the Discord so people can watch it early if they want. So another incentive to join the Discord. Got a lot of Sonic Youth fans over there as well. That's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm slightly tired and my shoulder hurts. It's just been a rough beginning to the year, but I'm still trucking. I'm still going strong, doing the live streams, having a nice time. It's been fun. It's been fun, and I hope you guys are having a good start of the year as well. I'm going to go now. So until next time, everyone, thank you for watching. Godspeed.